Morning. Wanting to share, I'm thinking about and feeling how I think a lot of people right now in the world, right? A lot of us are really struggling with how we're feeling, how we're dealing with these challenging and changing times, right? Whether it's about political changes or what's been happening with the coronavirus, right? Different divisions amongst people. So it's just really affecting so many of us personally as well as collectively. And I was just thinking about how I really see how what I could call the three prong approach that we can bring in when we use things like yoga as a therapy. Yoga meaning anything that's going to help us so anything that helps us reconnect. But it's the three prong approach, looking at practices that can help us, perspectives that can help us, and what psychology can we be in that's going to help us. So whether we're dealing with a physical issue, mental health challenges, how we're feeling emotionally, or even energetically, of course, because it's all energy, when we take this three prong approach of how can we care for ourselves better and differently, and maybe even more so in these times. In fact, I would say 100% that all of us could do well to up our practices, really take a look at how our perspectives are going and what we're feeding our minds with, right? That are building those perspectives, forming those perspectives, cultivating those perspectives. And then certainly what psychology are we in and how can we feed and fill ourselves more? That's really going to help us be in a psychology that's more empowering, helping us feel the feelings, yes, but also be able to deal with what's happening in the world and even be in an energy to want to. So, pronged approach, practices, perspectives, and psychology, and that's all part of yoga, especially when we get focused and use it as a therapy. So I hope that's helpful for you, and maybe there are ways that you can bring in more of that for you, just looking at those elements in your life, how that's working for you, and what you might want to shift and change, right? So I'm so thankful to have you here and share with you. Namaste.